Hey y'all, it's your girl Destiny, and I am back with another video. And today we're going to be talking about 7 practical ways that you can develop a growth mindset. Yes, 7 things that you can start applying to your day-to-day life so that you can eventually look up and think to yourself, I can do anything. If you haven't already watched my video about what a growth mindset is, I would recommend going back and watching that. If you don't know what a growth mindset is, because I kind of just talk about exactly what it is, what it means when you don't have a growth mindset, which is having a fixed mindset, and the principles in which a lot of people follow who do have a growth mindset, and kind of like why it's important and why we should be having a growth mindset in the first place. Okay, so number 1 is to stop the negative self-talk. And we can either say stop the negative self-talk or reframe the negative self-talk. Either way, the negative self-talk has to be turned into something more positive. It has to be replaced by something more positive. Instead of saying, I can't do this or I'll never get good at this, you need to learn how to implement the word yet. I can't do this yet. I'm not good at this yet. That will set the tone for how you decide to approach that specific situation. If, let's say, you want to learn how to dance, but you really ain't got no rhythm, you could say, dang, I really just can't dance. And that's just what it is. Okay, now you just can't dance and you ain't never going to be able to dance. Or you can say, yeah, I don't know how to dance yet, but I could take some dance classes. I can learn about rhythm. I can, practice. I can become a good dancer because that's what I want to do. This will remind you that you are a work in progress and that you can get better. Number 2 is going to be to celebrate the small wins. Like when you're trying to learn something, even if you haven't completely learned that thing, you need to set some milestones and celebrate those milestones. For example, let's say you're supposed to be committing to learning a skill for a whole month. After you complete your first week, celebrate the fact that you were actually able to commit to learning that thing for the first week. That will really get you pumped up for the second week and the week after that and the week after that. You'll be more likely to keep going if you celebrate the small wins. It will make the process of learning so much more enjoyable. Celebrate learning one part of the process. Celebrate finally understanding at least one new concept. However small the milestone, you need to celebrate that and recognize the fact that you are genuinely making progress so that you start to believe more and more that this is actually something that you can achieve. Number 3 is to actually seek constructive criticism. Now, the important thing about seeking constructive criticism is that you are seeking it from someone whose opinion you actually value on the subject matter. Ask someone who's good at acting to give you their opinion on your acting skills. Don't go asking somebody who has no relation to the subject matter their opinion, because if you hear something that you don't like, which when it comes to constructive criticism, 9 times out of 10, we're not gonna necessarily like it, but we're gonna appreciate it. But don't go asking somebody who has no expertise or, who's not related to the subject matter in any way, because once you hear something that you don't like, you are more likely to think to yourself, oh, well, what do you know? What do you know anyway? And then not really accept it and then not really try to use that constructive criticism to learn from it. And I'm not even going to say that, people with no relation to the subject matter can't give you their true and honest opinion because they're not a singer or because they're not an actor. Because, we can see with our own 2 eyes and hear with our own 2 ears whether or not somebody can sing and whether or not somebody can act. But it's about what you value and whether or not you value their opinion. Number 4 is going to be surround yourself with people who challenge and inspire you. Iron sharpens iron. Okay? Birds of a feather flock together. Okay? Be around other people who already have a growth mindset or people who just naturally make you want to grow because they've been doing very well in life. You don't want to be around people who are closed-minded, who are doing the same thing that they were doing 3, 4, 5, 6 years ago. You want to be around other people who are committed to growth, who are committed to getting better, who make you want to become better. Number 5 is going to be to practice resilience. When you feel like giving up on something, don't give up. Try at least one more time. Think about why you might have failed at a certain something or why you didn't do so well at a certain something. Evaluate that. Figure out what you can do better and then try it again. But stop giving up on stuff on the first try. Try again. Everything won't happen right away. Try to change the way that you approach a certain situation, and this will help you build resilience, because let's say you fail one time, you reevaluate, you look at the situation, you try again, and then you succeed. That will help you build up your resilience and help you realize that you can do hard things, and even if you fail at something, you can still achieve it if you put in that hard work. You can still grow and become better. You can still grow and succeed. Number 6 is going to be commit to lifelong learning. The more you learn new skills and abilities and talents, the stronger your belief grows that you can do just about anything if you put your mind to it. It can be the smallest of things, a small skill, a simple skill, just maybe even something that you just never done before. If you achieve that one thing, it is going to strengthen your confidence. It is going to strengthen your belief. And number 7 is going to be develop self-discipline. You want to learn to trust yourself. You want to show yourself that you do exactly what you tell yourself that you're going to do. And then you will start to believe more in your abilities and your talents and your skills. If you tell yourself that, oh, I'm going to try to learn how to do this, and then you don't do it, which is lacking in self-discipline, you're going to learn to believe that you're not going to do that thing. It's going to be like, oh, I want to learn how to draw. But dang, I remember when I said that I wanted to learn a new language and then I didn't do it. So I'm probably not going to do this either. And then if you believe that, you're not going to do it. So you have to start developing self-discipline and doing what you say that you're going to do. So that way, when that time does come and you say, I want to learn how to draw. If you get any doubts in your mind, you'll think about that time when you actually did commit to learning that language. And you'll say, you know what, I want to learn how to draw. You know, I did actually learn a new language. I think I can commit and learn how to draw too. You see the difference there? And these are things that are really going to impact whether or not you have a growth mindset, because some of it, like, it's not, I'm not going to say it's hard, but it's not like the easiest thing in the world to change your entire mindset. It's a practice. It's changing your actual beliefs. It's showing yourself what is true. In order for your mind to believe something, there has to be evidence to back it up. So as you do these things time after time again, you're showing yourself, you're creating the evidence for your mind to believe in growth, to believe that you can get better, to believe that you will commit to getting better at things. So yeah, y'all, I hope that y'all take these practices and you apply them to your actual life and that you develop a growth mindset. If there's anything that you feel like I missed, or, any other ways that you feel like you've, been working on creating a growth mindset for yourself, go ahead and let us know down in the comments. I am only one person, and these are just some of the things that I did. That's all I have for you guys today. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.